Craps is one of the most popular and enjoyable casino games. It's a dice game that you can play against the bank or other players. In Casino Craps, you play against the bank. Many people consider Craps to be a complicated game, but you can actually go a long way, even with just the basic rules and strategy. However, many refuse to even give it a try, which is a pity, considering that Craps has some of the best casino bets with the lowest house edge. In fact, Craps is the only casino table game that has a bet with zero house edge. Craps is played with 2 dice, each having 6 sides featuring numbers from 1 to 6. Therefore, each roll of the dice will result in a number adding up to a maximum of 12. Here's what a craps table looks like. Craps tables are usually double layouts, which are exact mirrors of each other. It's merely duplicated in this manner to allow more players at one table. For beginners that want to learn craps, the table might look confusing due to the high number of bets that can be made. However, in order to successfully play craps, all you need to learn is a few basic bets, as the complicated ones have higher casino edge and are not recommended anyway. For now, let's leave out the betting part and just focus on the game mechanics. If you look at the table, you'll see a puck, which has both a black side and a white side. If the white side is up, then the game is on. If the black side is up, then it means that the game has not yet started. There's only one player who is actually playing, and that's the shooter. The shooter is the one holding the dice. All other people at the table will be betting either for or against the outcome of the shooter's roll of the dice. The game starts when the shooter rolls the dice for the first time, which is called the come-out roll. If a 7 or an 11 comes out, that's an automatic win for the shooter. If, however, he rolls a 2, 3, or a 12, then he automatically loses the game. 2, 3, and 12 are called craps. Finally, if he shoots a number other than those mentioned before, the puck is flipped over and the real game begins to decide whether the player wins or not. The puck will then be placed on the number on the table corresponding to the number rolled on the dice. For example, if the shooter rolled a 6, then the puck will be placed on the number 6 square and the number 6 becomes the point. When the game starts, the set of rules change. This time, you keep rolling the dice until a 7 or the point comes out. If the point comes out before the 7, the shooter wins. If the 7 comes out first, the shooter loses, and the dice is passed on to the next player. So let's do a quick recap. On the come-out roll, 7 or 11 wins. 2, 3, or 12 loses. And the other numbers left, so 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, and 10, become the point, and the real game starts. After the point is established, rolling a 7 is a loss, and rolling the point is a win for the shooter. Now let's take a look at the bets. Craps might seem confusing because there are so many bets that can be made. Bets are made by the shooter and by the spectators, but only the shooter is required to make one. The bets in craps are against or for any possible outcome of the dice roll. There are general bets, as in win or lose, or there are very specific bets, such as craps, snake eyes, ace deuce, and so on. Specific bets have high payouts, whereas general bets usually pay out even. However, for beginners, it's important to stay away from the specific bets, as the odds are against you and the casino house edge is high. The basic bets in craps are pass line bet, don't pass line bet, the come line bet or the don't come line bet, and the odds bet. Let's take a look at the pass line bet. This means that you're betting for a 7 or an 11 during the come out roll, in which case you win. If a 2, 3, or a 12 are rolled, then you lose. If the point is rolled, then the pass line bets are kept in place. You win if the shooter rolls the point before he 7s out. Don't pass line bet is exactly the opposite of the pass line bet, and it's rarely used even though it has a slightly lower casino house edge. The reason for that is that most players are making the pass line bet, and betting on the don't pass line would simply contribute to a negative atmosphere at the table. The come line bet can be made after the point is established and is essentially the same as the pass line bet. The difference is that you can establish another point and have several points at the same time. Of course, if the shooter rolls a 7, you lose. The don't come line bet is again the exact opposite. Another basic bet is the odds bet, which complements the pass line, don't pass line, come line, and don't come line bets. It can be made after the point is established. You can bet that the point will come out before the 7 does. This is the best bet you can make, at any casino table game, because the casino will pay you correct odds on this bet with zero house edge. Casinos specify maximum amount of odds bet based on the pass line bet. For example, 3 times odds means that players can place odds bet equal to triple the amount of the pass line bet. The higher the maximum odds bet, the lower the casino advantage. 3 times odds bet decreases the pass line bet casino advantage from 1.41% to less than 0.5%. For example, let's assume you make a $10 bet on the pass line bet. A 5 is rolled and the point is set to 5 on the come out roll. In our example, maximum 3 times odds bet is allowed, so you make a $30 odds bet. The next roll again is a 5. You win even money for the pass line bet, which is $10, and correct odds, or the odds that a 5 will be rolled, which is 3 to 2 on the odds bet, which equals another $45 for a total of $55 win in this round. For even more information, visit www.casinator.com.